you know, we're in business when the hair is going up in a ponytail. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. It's a natural, yeah.
Looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love this. All right. Yay. All right, you feel like we got this one? Yeah. All right, yay!
Yay!
All right, so this is the lighting system that I've loved. I started speed lights and then gradually, you know, you want more power. What I love about this is that it's wireless. So you could be outside taking portraits. You could be, I mean, it does have a little weight, but so you want a good stand. But I love that it's wireless. Another thing that I love, like with speed lights, you're constantly going to each light to make sure, okay, is this one, I have to turn this one down, I have to turn this one up and all this stuff. So this has a transmitter that sits on top. So you're still talking to the client like, oh, this is so great. Oh, let me just turn, and I can control the lights from here. So I'm like, okay, I need to bump this up. So it doesn't break that like connection that you're building with the client. So love that. I have, this is a 38-inch softbox. I've been using this one. When you first get it, it's a very stiff. So it's like, you feel like you're gonna snap these things, but then over time, it's like, no big deal. Now, another thing that I have added as well, and you know, if you've seen these things, you can stop me, but so this is a grid. So this goes over the softbox and just helps control the light. So you buy it separately, but this 38-inch is great for a single client, maybe two, like if it was like a founder and co-founder, you know. Once you get into bigger groups, you may have to then get into an additional light, a bigger modifier, but this is always great. This is, I would say, 90% of the time, this is my one light setup. All right, so that's the light setup. I'm going to move this. So I guess get kind of the area prepped. This furniture is all super light, which is nice. A benefit to a rental space. So I know we want to be on the floor with stacked stuff. So I'm gonna leave it low like this. And then if we do a standing one, I'll lift it up and adjust. All the lights are off in the room. So I'll never put these overhead lights on. Even if it seems dark, you're controlling the light with this light. So as we're shooting, everything's gonna flow to the iPad. You'll see exactly as the images are coming through. We'll look through them after each setup, make sure we got it. If we wanna make any adjustments, that's why this is great. We can kind of see everything. Concept boards are here as our guide and reference. So the first image that we're tackling is the soon to be announced collaboration that you have with the business. And that's why we are surrounded by all these bins, because you are a professional organizer, declutterer, designer of all things. And so we want to capture this killer shot first so we can get this done. I'll walk through the portrait process in this video, how I do it, but we have our, you know, our guide here. So she has one leg up and kind of one tucked in. I might just have you, we'll kind of do different poses to see what feels right. We'll incorporate these boxes too, but then we have some fun ones to work with as well. So I have my one light set up. This is what I typically use for like 95% of my shoots. Kind of at a 45-degree angle. I love this light because it's wireless and I can control the lighting as I'm shooting from the transponder on top. Okay, before I actually do this, I'm going to shut this off. What I always do is I take an image with all the lights off. I just want to see what the lighting is doing, because sometimes the natural light coming in makes the shot. So let me just grab a shot with the light as is, looking great. All right, so I can already tell it's gonna be too dark. turn the light on. Now this has a great feature as a modeling light. You can turn that on and off, but it's nice to kind of give some light for the camera to focus, which I love. All right, so now we're gonna take another shot. I always start with the transponder. You can see the light kind of, what's the word? Like intensity on top. So I always start at 0, 0. That's gonna be the brightest. So then I can go up and down from there. Ah, so cute. Okay, so when we look at this one, super cute, but it's a bit too dramatic, I think, for what we're going for. Okay, so we want some more light, bring some softness. Now, we could play with that in post, so if we want to open up the shadows and stuff, but to me that might be a little too dramatic. All right, so my ISO is at 250, so that's where I'm gonna go first. So it's too low, so I'm gonna boost that up to 1,000 and watch the difference. All right, Jillian, here you go. All right, see your smiles, I love it. All right, so I just boosted the ISO, and now we have a much brighter, it's bringing in more light to the image, a much brighter shot. I'll probably go a little bit higher because we want not so much dramatic, but light, airy, like cool shot. Okay. All right, so now I'm just gonna boost up. And as I'm shooting and working through the shot, I might play with the ISO. Many times I'm shooting at 2.8 because I want that shallow depth of field, maybe if it's a tighter shot. But here I'm at 5.6 because I want the things around her in focus too. The things behind her might drop out of focus, but it's okay. Like we want that strong like portrait 5.6. Looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love this. All right, here we go. With this lighter carpet underneath, it may be worth putting this underneath because that's gonna reflect back up and lighten everything up. Since we're at such a low angle, I don't think the pattern here is gonna compete with your shirt as much, okay? All right, well, let's get some shots here and then we can just roll this back and just reposition. Let's see, then I look back. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. This is good. All right, let's grab a couple shots here. I'll take some obviously horizontally to capture everything, and then I'll take some vertically. If we're liking more, vertical will be great for social media when you post this because you have that whole length. So maybe I'll then bring some from the side and bring it up. So you just have that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we puffed some of them up, so I think that's looking better. I was just seeing that. Yeah, so we'll remove those things. Do you want to bring any of your items, like your books? Do you want to stack your books there or just keep it clean?
No, probably just keep it clean.
Okay, I could remove, I might just remove it all together. So this is where we started. So I think having them stacked up is a little bit better.
Think about this. Does that feel right?
Yeah, just so we have the surroundings dialed in. I really think the gray will kind of give a pop. I'm thinking we should probably roll the carpet out so it doesn't seem as so dark. But I'm liking this corner now, and then it's really the focus on you here. Okay.
How about the plant?
Just a distraction, just pop it out? Okay. All right, so we'll roll this back. I'm liking this gray. Okay, let me just see. Who needs to come over? Oh, sorry. So I like hit you with it. Because this is a lot of gray. Let me separate these.
Maybe the grays are all together.
You want to like color coordinated? I can see your designer side coming out.
Maybe
I'm just thinking like this is a lot of transparency and little gray where there's like some white. Let me just balance it a little bit more. Maybe I'll put these up here. See, I don't know if we're really seeing those behind you. All right, let's grab a couple shots with this now that we have a new, okay, here we go. Oh yeah, you're surrounded. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, I do love the pop of yellow. That's cool. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I don't want that to block you so much. Let's put it on the ground, there we go. Let me see if you're like, all right, put it to the side of your leg. Yeah, there, and maybe, no, I want you forward more. When you're forward, you're more, there we go. Yeah, let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Cute. Okay, straighten your head just slightly, nice. And then bring your chin down slightly. There we go. Nice. You're surrounded.
Yeah, I think that one's really good.
These are great. And then we have, you know, I'm going wider. Obviously that one didn't, like we have this as like a wider shot.
Which would be good for the website.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great like banner shot.
Okay.
Yay.
Cool.
All right, do you feel like we got this one?
Yeah.
All right, yay! All right, so let's look at the next shot is you holding, like standing holding, and this might be a good backdrop behind you, just a clean in between the two like windows for that. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's set up for the next one.